Right, Ledges, can everybody hear me? And can you see the BitGet website? Hope you're all having a good week. Hello, Tyler. Is that you? Tyler. Tyler, I know. Hear me if that's you. I'll make you mod. You never know. There's so many imposters these days. Wouldn't be surprised they are impersonating. How's everybody? Just let's have a audio visual check. Share the video if you can. Get the likes up. We begin. So I want to get the disclaimer out the way with first. Okay, so I won't be covering Bitcoin. That's only for Monday streams. Hear me on Twitter, bro. Let me verify, just in case. Never know. Hello, Mitch. Yep, so we're going to do alts only. And you can sort of figure out what I'm going to do with Bitcoin from ES. I still think we get a relief rally, personally. I'm still convinced of it. I think this was a squeeze overall. So if Bitcoin bounces, then alts will bounce hard. And we'll do some FBTC pairs. So I'll go through the select few we've been doing. We're limited on time, so I'll cover as many as I can. And then we'll take it from there. Okay, so let's go. So let's get a disclaimer out of the way with, and we begin straight away. Share the video if you can, please. So welcome back again for a brand new, it's brand new, it's been going on for over a month now, for Altcoin For Ledges live stream. It's unique compared to the other stuff. So you guys get to pick which one which ones you want to cover. All you need to do is reply to the tweet that notifies you of the stream the night before with the coins you want covered, the most popular ones. So I just picked the most popular ones, really. I mean, I've got the small cap. There's no point in these shitty small caps, okay? Let's just do the ones that are the main ones, you know, the liquid enough. No point, like, I'll cover one and probably go 50% in one stream. So let's just do the main ones. And then I'll try to do as many as I can. And then once the episode's finished, then in the comment section, comment it there as well. The episode of Altcoin For Ledges is brought to you in partnership with BitGet. So they're the ones that sponsor the show. BitGet is the premier futures and spot trading crypto exchange, offering a suite of innovative products, including a variety of unique futures markets combined with industry-leading security protocols and a world-class of 24/7 customer support service. BitGet is your go-to crypto exchange. BitGet is also the official partner of Italian football giants Juventus and Turkish Super League runners-up Galatasaray. So I think BitGet might be able to get some signed shirts. Are you Juve followers, fans, Juventus fans, or Galatasaray? I'll try to work on that. I don't know, some giveaway, or free giveaway. Or if you're a fan, I mean, football fans are crazy down here. But if you support them, yeah. I don't know if you're fans or not, but yeah, that's something. I don't do Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's for Monday streams. BitGet is also yeah, done that part. Right now, traders can participate in the King's Cup Global Innovative Invitational Championship, a trading competition offering a prize pool of 200 BTC. You can find out more about BitGet by following them on Twitter at BitGet Global and by checking out their website bitget.com, and their official mobile app is available to download now on both Apple Store and Google Play. Now that's out the way with. So if you use my link, you can get up to $8,000 deposit bonus, as you can see there. Here we go. And if you also use my link, these streams continue going. End of the day, it is business. So if you're not using it, there's no need for them to sponsor the show. Simple as that. Okay, let's get cracking now. Wagwan with the market. So before I start, let's give my overall view. Okay, I am leaning for a bounce. Now, macro view is still bearish for me. I've made that very clear. Macro view and trading are two different things. Can be two different things. In the sense where we can bounce. Okay, and we had this lined up. Remember last stream, 36.52 for a bounce? And what's happened to Bitcoin today? See, it's bounced. What's happened to the alts? It's bounced. Well, some of them. So from that, you know, I still believe in a bit. We are bearish until fundamental change macro view. Until, you know, we're still rate hikes going on. We're still globally fucked. Inflation, this, you know, energy prices are soaring. There's no need to be globally, so money's not pouring into the market. Liquidity has been withdrawn from the market. So that simple concept should tell you, are we gonna bounce? Are we gonna bottom? No. I mean, people are just about paying for their fucking bills, and you're talking about your altcoin doing 1000x. Behave yourself. This is not how the world works, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, if something shifts, then we will shift with it. But till then, I'm happy to ride the bounces until we can't. And then when they're topped off, then we short the fuck out of them again. So let's start off with ES, actually. If I do ES, I'm going to make him go. Okay, you're moderator now, Tyler. So, yeah, let's carry on. So you'll be able to figure out what my view is with Bitcoin without me doing Bitcoin from this. So we spoke about this, and I said if that holds, then is the sound bad? Here. So 36.52 was the 2021 low, okay? And once that confirmed, once that we broke above, look at that, it's holding a support. So hence why I called the long, wherever that was this morning, oh, wherever. This dropped, and then we pushed all the way back up, okay? And this is the next target, and then this. So this puts me on for, okay, risk on. Okay, risk on means we may get the bounces in our alts. I mean, everything bounces together. Now, whether you want to call that a profit-taking rally, whether you want to call it a bear market squeeze, who gives a fuck? A bounce is a bounce. You can make money. You're here to make money. You're not here to look for, oh, they're still bearish. Who cares if it's still bearish? Okay? No, I don't use order book. No, I don't. I just use whatever I show you guys, and they work out pretty well. Don't need it. So, I still expect here, okay? If we smash below here, all bullish plans are off. If you start break below, hold below here, all bullish plans are off. We're gonna short the fuck out of it. Why BTC dumped? I don't know. We just dumped it, didn't we? Just stopped running. Looks like. So having said that, let's leave BTC for now. There will be no BTC in this stream. BTC is from yesterday's stream. So if we can reclaim, so if you're not already on board this play, reclaim and hold above. Well, obviously the gap fill play, but then it's going to probably be towards the 4100 levels. Take out here, possibly even run here, and that is still a bear market rally. Just like here, we had bear market rallies. This whole thing's been going down. And look at the jumps we've had. So this is the dangerous thing about bear market rallies. You can be short, but the volatility will fuck you up. Okay, look at this. Oh, look at that bounce. And here, and even made a higher high here. Okay, boom, back down. Another bear market rally. Let's see if we can get another bear market rally. I'm looking for the gap fill at least. And then if it comes into, if it fills the gap in and starts establishing support here and holds, then that's my next play towards there. So as long as this holds up, I'll be looking for longs in crypto as well. Bitcoin, Ethereum is the main plays, but that would mean alts are up as well. So then you want to look for, thanks Akash. So then you want to look for the FBTC pairs. No, I say FBTC, like FBTC, alt BTC pairs that are showing strength. So if Bitcoin's going to bounce, which alt BTC pair looks strong, you go for that alt USD pair then. For example's sake, I'll give you an example. So we got FBTC, I can do FBTC. Okay, let's bring up FBTC as an example, and then we'll start rattling them off one by one. We got FBTC here. Now, FBTC is still looking weak. So, if I believe Bitcoin's going to bounce, I would rather choose BTC over F. Okay? Now, if FBTC gets above here and holds, then the objective would be towards here. That would mean Ethereum is the better long than BTC. Let's go for another one. So, the first coin I'm going to cover is going to be Solana. So let's look at Sol BTC first, okay? What Sol BTC is looking like a bounce. So Sol USD would be the better long over BTC, okay? So if we do Sol BTC, where's the next objective for a Sol BTC? The Sol BTC would be, so we start off with every coin I'm going to do, I'm going to try to do the BTC first. If it's looking stronger than BTC, we go, that is the better play than BTC, okay? Doesn't mean you can't trade it, just, well, it's an alt stream. So the next objective is going to be here, obviously, towards here. Okay, SR flip. Now, trigger plan. Don't need to go too much into detail. We just know where we're going to target next. So we'll mark out this level here next. Okay, that's the next objective. Now, two ways of getting on board. One trend continuation, one pullback. So we got this as a SR level. Oh, fuck. Okay, scenario one is we come towards here, reclaim, along Sol USD. If Sol USD lines up towards there, target one probably towards here, and target two there. Now, if it doesn't give us the trigger from here, so if it doesn't give us the pullback, because if it's going to squeeze, you just squeezes in one go, then what we'll be looking at, and then up, and then possibly even, if we reclaim back above here and hold, then we're open towards around here as objective as well. Now, if it's going to go from here, what do? We split the day up and say, okay, where's initial high of the week? Where's our Monday's range? Monday's range are important. So Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Here's Monday's high. We attempted Monday's high already. So before Monday's high, we'll just go for this level here. That's copying the upside right now. So we may get a case of trend continuation. So if it doesn't give us the pullback towards here, the reason we've given, then trend continuation. Now you can just look at this for Sol USD purposes, okay? So if I want a confluence with my Sol USD chart, and it's also telling me that Sol is probably the better long than BTC, then that's your long. Okay, maybe short-term target here, but we're going towards that level. After that, you're done. So how does that translate for Sol USD? If that gives you the trigger, go to Sol USD. Well, we got a couple of levels here. Let's zoom out. Bouncing nicely, okay? We've also got like a trend line here, so there's a bit of a pattern here. I bet you there's going to be some indicator that's going to show that as price is going down, the indicator is probably going to be showing some divergences. And I bet you did the same here as well. Indicator showing some divergences. So it's similar to this, isn't it? Let's give you an example here. Here. Based on this chart, I have an invalidation for a long. Okay? If I was to go long here, based on invalidation, I could go long with a stop loss there. Where's my target? Towards here. Maybe a conservative target towards here as first target, but I would say towards there and possibly even a squeeze, not ruling it out, towards there. That's an SR level retest, isn't it? Look how far this bounce went. This bounce came back into previous SR. Stops here taken. Once it deviated, get back onto the short wagon, down again. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do something like this here and invalidation level there, if I want to be aggressive. But if you're wrong, then you can start looking for shorts. Now, let's zoom in a bit and say, okay, do I want more accurate price levels? So what we've got here is, we split it up. I've already got a range marked out anyway. So this was our previous range we used, okay? Support, resistance. If this gets back above here, that's a reclaim. As you can see, we've got SR, flip here. Support, resistance becomes support. Now, if you want to see the market tell you, oh, this isn't a deviation, okay? Then just wait for another push up, higher high. Reclaim back above the SR, because that's still resistance. There's your long, cutting a clean break below. Let's go. Target one's gonna be within the range. We probably let's target. Let's go with clear conservative targets. Go for around here as target 1 to T1, T2, and then comes the squeeze, possibly towards here. But these two are my main targets. I'm happy with that. I'm done. Okay. And maybe if it's gonna go hold, but this high would be the main. After that, anything else is extended targets. The target, and you're done. So if Sol BTC lines up, this is a beautiful long. Does that make sense? Everybody clear? Done. Nothing more to it. Don't overthink it. It is what it is. Do not overthink this shit. No more. Okay, TRX. Now this son of a bitch did piss me off a bit. Now I tried to enter twice and one stopped at break even. Second time around, I had to cut it for a small loss just above entry. And that's what told me that when you start seeing alts like that, you sort of get signs. I mean, I'm not saying it's a major alt, but it kind of is a major one of the major ones, isn't it? You can argue the case for it. So what we'll do is, well, that was sort of a sign where Bitcoin dropping, and when some of the alts start holding up, some of the alts held up really well. Hardly any of them did that major drop like the rest of them did, didn't they? Now I'm not going to Uniswap coin trash. We're sticking to the main ones that are on exchanges. The main ones that you can trade on BitGet. Remember, BitGet's like the greatest exchange ever in the world. Gotta say that. So use my link. So we trade the coins available on BitGet. So none of this Uniswap shit. If I post a Uniswap shit, this is probably gonna pump 50% before even I get to it for a buy-in. So how's that fair? So what we're gonna do is, that is not looking bad at all. The TRX BTC pay, shit on it all you want. I mean, I think it's a fucking scam. But you know what? Remember this? Scams pump the hardest. Never forget that. Scams pump the hardest. Okay? So you want to be pumping these scam coins. Like that. Beautiful SR region. Okay? Let's get a bit of a range going. Is that high? Is there a mid-range lying around we can fuck around with? Yeah? Beautiful. We're above that range level actually. Based on invalidation, I could take a long here. Invalidation. Target 1. Possibly even target 2 into this here. That's not bad. Based on the TRX BTC chart alone. Now I want a bit of more confluence, okay? But yeah, I think see this here, this has really reclaimed back above. So narrow this down, get rid of this, take a level. Okay, that is not bad. That's not bad at all, because you know where you're wrong. Continue clean break below here. Up that son of a bitch towards here, and then maybe towards here as well. That's the TSR level, and ultimately we're going towards, I believe, if correct. I know it's a shame, isn't it? These scam coins are such beautiful price action. You know what? You feel like bad taking it, but at the same time, say, yeah, bring it on, man. Fuck it, just go for it. That's it. Done. Now go to TRX USDT. Well, looking at that, I mean, the BTC pairings are much better for alts right now. Which exchange? Because you change the alt BTC pair. I haven't traded alt BTC. I think I traded FBTC on some of the exchanges, but you know, I never really. It depends on what you're looking at. But okay, let's look at this. Basic SR. We've swept these lows. Okay. Well, wait for a flip first. Reclaim. And then that's a long. Invalidation will be wherever the swing low is. They took it above. Target 1. Okay. And then target 2. Smash these highs out. And you're done. Short term target there. And then there. Done. So that's about it really. Okay. Wait for the reclaim. It's still resistance. And then that's what I would do. Done. TRX handled. Link. Link didn't do too bad. Link was more of a range bound environment, wasn't it? Hit our target. I didn't take part in this. I was too busy shorting Bitcoin Ethereum. But yeah, once it got back below here, took out these stops, right back down towards this key low. Again, we are still stuck within more or less. If I was to highlight this out, what is the actual range now that more price action has unfolded? That's our range high, extreme and range high. But more or less, well, we reached the mid range more or less, and then we rejected. So I'd say around here is more or less the midpoint area. So a couple of ways of doing this. I mean, it's not my favorite pair, so I'm gonna go for a conservative play. A reclaim back above here, just like here. Push to range high. Reclaim back above here. Push toward the consolidation. Initiated the move there. And just before I continue, I forgot to link BTC. That's there, range bound play. If it then breaks and holds above here, then we can start talking about possibly towards here. Okay, that's a separate play. So this is one range. Break above here is another range. Now let's see if Link BTC supports this. Because then if Link BTC looks weak, then we'd rather take BTC over Link. Yes. Just from this chart alone. Quite simple. Now it is testing resistance, I must admit. Okay. However, if this is a deviation, then the squeeze is going to be hard. Okay. Towards there. Pick out this. Okay. And then you can maybe continue lower. Maybe before that, possibly before that, going towards this consolidation here. And then that high there. Okay. On the other hand, if we do get something like this, and we start to break down, it pushes up perhaps and then breaks down, then that's a deviation. Then that looks weak. Probably push back towards range lows. And that is it. Okay. Now, what's up next? AVAX. We do AVAX BTC. AVAX is actually one of my radars. I actually took a long on AVAX. I remember. I actually did. Not AVAX. No. AVAX BTC. Looking at AVAX BTC. That's not looking too bad, to be honest with you. I mean, short term. I mean, all these are short term. Don't get me wrong. Let's not forget, these fuckers are down 100,000% already. Okay? All we're looking for is bounces, bear market bounces. This is how you play the bear market bounces. But the key thing with the bear market bounces is, understand you are playing counter trend. Okay? The great thing is, the bounces are sharp and aggressive. But the downside is, you may start thinking this is a huddle. This is not a huddle, in my opinion. The Popo are after me right now. See that there? The police are after me. Okay. Simple, something simple as that. Invalidation. Squeeze that son of a bitch back up there. If it breaks below here and holds, it's game over. Short the fucker down towards that. But as for now, it stands. That's a long. That is one of my longs. Okay. Let's break it down in more detail and say, okay, if that's the case, Do we have anything more confluence? I mean, this is, I don't know why, but crypto, the good thing about crypto, the basic trend lines are so beautiful, aren't they? Okay. And we're gonna go towards here, most likely. Now there is a SR level that you can't see in the lower time frame, higher time frame, which is here. Okay, there. Now if you want to wait a bit, okay, you say, oh well, I'm not comfortable here because I'm a pussy. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with being a pussy. Or above here, well, it is, but that's okay. Don't blame. From there towards here, maybe here, first target, second target there, in towards this. Now again, the main purpose of this is for AVAX UST purposes. Okay, so we go to AVAX USDT and say, okay, if that's the case, it's just giving us some bullish vibes. Then same thing again. Where did this come up from? Move there. PSR again. I mean, for all I know, this could just do this and then back down again. But all I'm playing is this, move into here. That's it. Okay, I'm not looking for much more than that. So let's go to the lower time frame. We understand a higher time frame is needed for some sort of reaction. This is a reaction we're looking for. Nothing more, nothing less. Just a reaction. Now let's split this up a bit and say, okay, we've got this as our range low. What's our range high? What's the cap in the market? No clear region, but let's just say that. Okay, so I'd anticipate these highs taken, and target region would probably be around here. Okay, now one way is to play this is to be aggressive and say, well, if that's the case, where does the Monday's range lie in? The Monday's range, it really helps. Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So we're above Monday's low, which is here, and Monday's high is here. Okay, so one way is, I mean, we've got this there, we've got a bit of deviation. I'll probably go for a long here is not bad, but if it makes it, the only thing is, I mean, where I had my stop is here. Okay, now right now where we are, as long as we don't make a clean break below here, next target's there. Okay, if you're not comfortable with that, or if you want to do small size there, then if we make a clean break and hold above range, this is a range breakout play, and just play it towards there then. Okay, I am long. I'm long from around here. Okay, but yeah, that's the case. Now, if we drill into the lower time frame, this is where we can refine it a bit more. Well, this is perfect for us, isn't it? So if we come down and we've taken out some kilos, this is a KSR flip. Okay, there. So as we can see, it's a low, then a lower low, and then it's pushed up. Okay, it's pushed up. It's taken out some daily lows here. So if you remove a scalper intraday, we should come back below here, and we should start pushing up towards here next. Okay, you want some further confluence? You want to play how I scalp the mid range? This is how I scalp the mid range. So what I do is I'm going to remove all this for a second. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark out previous day's low. Okay, here. Now we've attempted to go below previous day's low once, twice, pushed up. You can say this is sort of breaking structure. Came down once more, pushed up. It's holding above previous day's low. Remember that. Now what capped yesterday range? Yesterday was capped by here. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out the overall range. You got the high, the low, and as you can see, the midpoint is capping the market. So if I don't have enough high testosterone levels to long here, then maybe after some testosterone treatment, I can get on board above here. Then long it from there, level to level, scalp target 1, target 2, which has the ability to evolve into something bigger. Why? Because this is one side of the range. This is the second half of the range. Okay? So this is then telling you we're back above mid. We've sort of, okay, where's the people trapped now? The people that are going to be trapped are going to be there. So this is it going to waste time going there? I don't think so. If it starts breaking below here, then the estrogen wins, and we're probably going to have to adjust. But yeah, we shouldn't really come back below. Worst case scenario for this would be, okay, and say a max squeeze scenario would be here. So if this happens, it's worth a punt in my opinion. So we remove this, and what I would do is you take this, you play the swing failure. Now we've already got a range level established. So if it does this, reclaims, worth a long, in violation below the blue box, towards here as target 1. If you find resistance, cut it. If it then goes back above, reclaims, just like here, there's your long. Okay, the fucker again. Take out these, target. So either, if you want to go long here, that's fine, or wait for the pullback towards there, or the breakout above here. Okay, either way, it's up to you how you play it. AVAX popping already. Yes. We pump shit on stream. We pump and dump on everybody else on Twitter. So that's what it is. Be right back. I'm gonna go for a piss. Okay, I'm back. Yes, how did you know? I was adding 2 more positions. Smart guy, well done. Absolutely. that's what I really want. Okay, AVAX done. Don't overthink it. This is what it is. Right, now I'll do KNC and then I'll take some requests. Somebody said waves, FDM, NIA. 15 more minutes of this and then we'll cover it. Again, the thing is, right, listen, even if I don't cover your coin, think of it like this. If Bitcoin's giving you the trigger, look around the other alts I've covered. Usually they all give you trigger at the same time, right? Usually, most of these coins give you the trigger at the same time. So, you know, yeah, I tried to add Cosmos as well. So, let me, yeah, just remember that, okay? That sort of rule of thumb. I mean, looking at this as well, from a long-term point of view, by the way. It's not bad, okay? From a range perspective, ping pong. Till you're wrong, isn't it? Okay, so we'll do PYR next. And then we'll do, well, I'll go do waves, NIA, FTM, and then the others. Let's see what we can fit in the next 15 minutes, okay? So, yeah, USDT. And we're going to do the same with PYR BTC, okay? PYR BTC. KuCoin's probably the wrong one. That's actually not looking too bad either. Not as great as the others, must admit. I mean, I'm in this bag myself, but we play how it is. So again, it's just a sign that some of the alts are showing more strength, We probably play like this. Now, I'm not going to say we're going to go all the way up. No. I think one more leg lower first. Where would I be looking to accumulate long term? It depends on where Bitcoin bottoms, but maybe around this region here. Maybe long term. Okay? But again, it depends on what Bitcoin's doing, because the accumulation phase takes time. This takes time. Okay? So it's not as if it can be one. I doubt it's going to be one spike. Let's keep it simple. Break and hold above. Target's not really big for this towards here. And then maybe lower again. And quickly do PYR USD. Here. I mean, that's not looking too great, to be honest with you. It still looks heavy, so I don't know if it's going to be my favorite one too long right now. To be honest with you, I'll be honest, even if it is my coin that I like, it's not looking too good. But what we have is baseline validation. Zoom in a bit. But at the same time, it's not too bad either. Because if you're going to be wrong, you're going to be wrong below here. Okay? And where we're going to target? Hang on, let me zoom out a bit. Let me zoom out. 1 second, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. There's going to be a target here. Towards this box here. Okay? As I hold your horses. Towards here, right? I believe I'm just covering that. But risk to reward wise, actually not bad. I mean, where you're wrong, you're going to know you're wrong straight away, aren't you? So either you're going to wait for something like this. Either you can long it here. Cut in a clean break below. And then, or add a bit here, or wait for this. And we're going to play it towards there. It's the same play across all the board. Same play across the board. That's not bad risk reward. Okay, think about it. It's up to you if you want to take it. Done. Next up was Waves, I promised. Waves BTC first. Waves BTC. Finance. Okay. Isn't this some pump or dump scheme? Waves. Where the team are pumping it themselves. I mean, if they are, great. It'll pump harder, won't it? Okay. Instead of saying, oh, that's a scam. Fuck it, let it be a scam. Pump it. Go along with it. This is the thing you don't realize. Go with it. You know, if they're going to pump it, go with it. If you know that, then you know you're probably more safer, but get out in time. The key thing is to get out in time. And if you're going to look at it from a range perspective, range highs, range lows. I mean, we're at range lows now. Why not towards here? That's first objective. And secondary objective towards here. Just play the pump. Okay, that's it. I'd probably have a more of a look at over these pumps, because I know if there's some entity behind it pumping it with enough money, then most likely it's going to go that way, isn't it? But just be careful in the sense where get out. Don't hodl the son of a bitch. Get the fuck out. So what I would then do is I'll take my range high. I'll take my range low. Where's the mid-range lining? Okay, I don't like that one. Maybe this one. That's a better one. This is where I would target. Okay? So if you can, I don't know how he's going to do it. Well, I think the safer bet would probably be here. But again, that would just make a clearance because of if it clears at SR level, that's the SR flip region there. Okay? So that would mean the Waves USD would probably fly. Okay? So what does the Waves USD look like? If that's the case, Waves USDT. And I mean, I don't like the structure. See, when it's a thin move like that, so see, when you get a thin move like that, fast move up out of consolidation, then the question is, does it make a full retracement go up, or does it do a bit of it like this and then go up? I think if it's gonna go, it's gonna do a bit. So how do we hinge the trade? So I'm gonna do some hindsight shit and say, okay, how do we do previously? And we just repeat the same thing again. So what's capping the market? I'd say get above around about here. Yeah. Let's get above here. Keep pressing the wrong button. Here. Okay, there. Now, either we come back, hold, and then pump up. Maybe this is probably not the best coin, to be honest with you. Hello, Dakpuya. How are you? Dakpuya is a good friend of mine. And then I'd say this is a nice objective for price as well. So if it does do the pump or something, you can always get it back on board here. Okay? And that's a deviation then. And then probably go towards. Okay? Nearly doubles. I mean, if you want to get out a bit earlier, profit taking, then it's going to be here's target 1. And then towards there. Again, I'm saying shorter targets because I believe it's a bear market rally. That is the only reason. Okay? Done. Let's go towards NIA now. NIA BTC. What does NIA say? So NIA, Well, on this basis alone, so let's go the weekly. Okay, well, that's support. We can't argue that. That's a solid support level. This is a solid support. Here. We cannot argue this. Okay, there. I mean, I'll mark it as 2 line like a region. Okay, so this is a support region. This suggests to us the next objective for price would be towards here. Okay. Now we're gonna break it down more intricately and say last week's high. I'm gonna do that in a different color, give it a bit of girth. So the next objective is gonna be here. After that, I don't know. Could it go towards here? If it does, it does. Okay. So yeah, I'll have a look at Atom. I'm gonna fit it in. Now, right now, okay, I would say, well, if it's gonna pull back, okay, then what I would look for is a pullback scenario and say, well, let's come to range lows first. Okay, that's a range lows. So scenario 1 is if it dips back down, then deviates and holds, then that's your long towards there. Okay. On the other hand, if it doesn't give you the dip, then you wait for a clean breakout. Maybe probably force it back up and hold. Then that's your long. Pause there. That long means you got the Waves USD long trigger, most likely. But we're using this as confluence. Clear? Done. Now let's go towards Waves USDT. No, Waves. Nia, what am I on about? Nia USDT. And say Wagwan here. So we're at extreme ends anyway. I think it goes lower. The Nia USDT pair, I mean, I don't really like, but a breakout play. Again, I do mark up most breakout plays because they're the easiest plays. But ultimately, if I look at it like this perspective, this is our range high, a range low. So either we come towards range lows, deviate, hold, play towards range highs. Scenario 1. Scenario 2 is play for the breakout play. If it is going to break out, what's the target? That's going to be objective. We go for nice conservative targets. Okay. If it does this, wait for the waves near USD, near BTC. If the near BTC gives you it, the continuation, that's your long to the blue box. Further extended targets maybe towards here, but that's the main target. Again, bear market rallies, you're going to be ready. We're going to start flipping short soon after the rallies. I'm not holding it too long. I'm getting in, I'm getting out, or just wait for the rips. And that is it. Okay? Hello, Nick North. Thank you very much. Done. Next up, Atom. Atom BTC. Oh, another bitch. Okay. Atom. Who's pumping this? Which one is pumping this? Okay. See, they're all showing the same thing. They all start going then, don't they? See, the thing is, I can do one pair and the same thing. Look at this, the same pair. Okay, it's breaking out right now. Invalidations here. Target. You see, if you can get a pullback, okay, that's fine. If not, I can start scaling in. I'll cut in a clean break below. Target towards here. If it's really going to go for it, well, wait for it. What's that range high then? Range high comes in here. And an intermediate target there. Separate play. Reclaim. Hold above. Target 1. Target 2. For whatever reason you miss it. Again, it doesn't bother me too much because when I'm margin trading it, I can get on board anywhere. I'm looking for price movements. I'm not looking for great long-term investments in the sense where I'm going to buy spot. Spot is going to be a lot lower. For spot, I mean, I think if I'm correct that we're going to go a lot lower, then I'd say, don't be, what's here really? And this region here, I'd be looking for here at least, and then we'll see what Bitcoin does. So again, I think it'll be a macro accumulation where it'll take time, and I don't think the world's ready to start investing into the markets. I don't know, I could be wrong. But something like this, and then we go all the way back up. Okay, if we do. But yeah, I mean, I would personally wouldn't be too worried. If it does go up, who gives a fuck? I'll still margin trade it. I don't give a fuck. Okay, but that's not bad at all. The way I've shown it to you guys. There. Go to the lower time frame. Do you have any Monday's ranges to work with? Tuesday, is what Monday's high? Yeah, that would be it really. So that's not a bad area. So what's capping the market right now is this region here really. There. Okay. So if you're not comfortable here, I mean, I'd probably be okay with this as long as it doesn't make a clean break below here. A swing failure is fine. Okay. But if it starts break below here and starts holding, you cut it. Otherwise, just wait for this. Wait for a nice, clean break above the blue box. Hold above. As a break out of the range, then go for your targets. Okay, there, and the other ones I mentioned. And that is it. Okay, clear? Done. Well, I don't know what the best metaverse project is. I don't know. I have no idea what the best metaverse project is. No idea. Sorry. Just fucking go with people that are good at this stuff. Like ISO is a good guy, a good one to know. That's just who I speak. He knows about shit. I just copy him. To be honest with you. And the TA I just do myself. Okay, that's that done. Near FTT. What else was there? What other coin? FTT. Let's go. FTT. Has anybody been buying Atom on stream right now? It looks like it. FTT. Okay, is there another exchange that's got more? FTT hasn't been that bad, has it? I mean, look at this piece of shit. Holding up quite well. Okay. Maybe we can get some sort of pullback. I mean, the next target would obviously, for the BTC pairing. Yeah, SNX did a big run, isn't it? Does anybody know why? I mean, I don't think there's even a reason why. I think if there's like a target on one market, squeeze the fuck out of them all. But yeah, something like this. If we can get a pullback, okay. Hold that. I don't want to buy it here. I need to see a pullback, okay. And at that point, I like the pair for that. If it starts breaking back below here, then it's game over. That's the deviation done, and then smack it back down towards those here, which are the range lows. Okay. So we go to FTT USDT. Hello, Denk. How are you? Thanks for the support. Thanks, my boy. Give him a follow. FTT USDT. Go to the weekly. I mean, there's not much data to work with, is there? Other than saying this is what previous swing low. So yeah, we're not at a bad support level. That low was able, this low here after this was able to pump it up towards here. This low again was able to pump it up towards here. There's no reason why we can't get a bear market rally from here. So what I would then do is target 1 for longs, and then possibly if it's gonna squeeze higher, target 2 for long. I'm going more conservative. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do is what's capping the upside? This capping the upside is last week's high. Okay, last week's high. Now, for FBTC, I'll do FBTC. I'll tell you where I think FBTC bottoms. I did cover it in the other stream. Okay, but I mean, if I was a gambling man, what I would do is I say, okay, well, if that's a deviation of here, I mean, if I go back, this is not bad. Okay, this is actually not bad region here. I'd say, okay, well, I can go with the invalidation level there, or if I don't like this for whatever reason here, wait. This is last week's high, right? So if I want to play above last week's high, that means expansion and a weekly candle would then unfold, invalidation, then go towards here's target 1 and target 2. Okay, that would be a big squeeze. But the key thing of getting on board above here is we've attempted last week's high, we failed. This is attempt at last week, a weekly high. When we start going up, expanding, so here's a weekly candle, a previous week candle. And once we start getting above here, so in the next week, I don't know, here we did a wick. In this phase, we got this expansion to go. Okay, once we start trading above here, and that here is there. That's how we can go for it. Okay, that is it for FTT. BNB, I'll do 2 more and then I'm gonna have to go. BNB again, same thing. I mean, I cut this son of a bitch early. Oh god, remember the first target I said for BNB towards here? I cut this early. I still believe it goes lower, bigger picture. So there's 2 ways of playing this. Okay, I did cut it early, like an idiot. Yeah, it is. Well, it's just the reason I saw focused on Bitcoin, and this is why I can't trade many markets at once. I rate those guys that can. I can't. I cannot look at too many markets at once. I fuck it up. I look at one, but I go full in on that. Okay, but I'm not the type that can. But I think about it. If I'm trading loads of different markets, I'm sort of playing the same thing, isn't it? It's the same thing I'm playing. So is there any difference? Not really. They're all like either big high beta plays. They're all correlated anyway, one way or the other. But what I would do for this is buy BNB, as long as we're still having this bear market rally. Okay, as long as we're still having that. Oh, fuck off. As long as we're still having this bear market rally, We got stops resting here. Squeeze it lower, reclaim, and I'll start going towards here. Okay, there. If we get the pullback scenario. If we don't get the pullback scenario, and this is like one big, like, you know, gearing up, so some wonky like this, okay, which is fine. Then what I would do is, first is my target area. I mean, we are trading back above this key level as well, which is important for us to realize. Okay, here. So what I would do is I'll wait. The breakout play, the simple breakout plays work beautifully in this kind of market. I love playing those. It doesn't take much. Just looking for a trigger. The context is set. Once the context is set, any trigger plan works. The moving average, this, that, the other. Okay, it doesn't really matter. So looking for this. Long, target 1, target 2. And then last one, this is 1, 2, DYDX. Okay. So I type in DYDX. Oh, okay. Good one. Let's look at the bigger picture. Is there another feed? Is there another exchange that has more data? But there's more data to this. Or do I have to go to one of those scam exchanges? That's what I can. Does anybody know an exchange? FTX I can use. I don't know FTX. No, they don't have much. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do this. This on the weekly is not looking too bad, actually. This on the weekly is not looking too bad. Look at this here. It's a weekly low there. Well, that's a deviation done, isn't it? If I'm going to go for targets, I'd like this as an objective. And I like this as an objective. I mean, later on there. But I like short term. All these are weekly levels as objectives, okay? That's it. I know there's a lot going on, but that's how I do it. You don't know where you're going. It's a new. I just thought maybe some other exchanges got it. That's not too bad. It's still the deviation. If I look at it like this, okay, trend line break, elongate, rip it back up to here, target 1, and then maybe the base of this consolidation is target 2. Before you get to that, use the base as target 2. Okay, there. Invalidation will be clean break below these lows. Done. And that's about it for now, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll be doing more, so in the comment section which coin you want, I'll check them out. I'll see which ones are the best. I'll try to cover as many as I can. Use the link in the description if you like these streams, and it supports the channel, and it continues BitGet to continue the partnership. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week.